Good morning. Today is October the 1st, 2022. 3 days until the big event, my strabismus operation. It's 3 days away. In other words, 4 days away from probably no longer needing to wear a patch. We'll see how that goes. I've actually been, as the days have been progressing, as it's been getting closer and closer, I've been actually getting kind of anxious about it. Um, in the sense of, yeah, it's a day surgery. The event itself is between 45 minutes and an hour and a half. With recovery post operation, should be another 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, depending on how I'm doing. And actually, I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing okay. The reason I say this is I just went through a questionnaire of pre-op questionnaire on how my health is doing now. Now, take aside that I have a spinal cord injury, which of course I limp with, I need a cane to get around with, I need a walker to really get around with when I'm doing more than a couple of minutes here and there. But apart from all that, they were going through this questionnaire was going through my general health, as in how am I going to get through the procedure itself. Remember, I'm an old man. I'm 58 years old. Come on, but apparently there's a couple of, and you hear it in the voice of the nurse who was doing my pre-op questionnaire. For one thing, when she asked me about my BMI, and I told her, which is now probably, I just scaled myself today, I'm 138, 139. For my height, I'm probably in the high 20 of the BMI scale. And she was like, what? I guess people my age are expected to be in the maybe 30s or close to it, or, hovering around that area. And of course, therefore, how's your blood and all that kind of stuff? Well, when I've got it checked before, I seem to be fine. Blood pressure, like you're on. It was funny because you're on no other medication than your painkillers. It's like, yeah, like it is what it is. No blood pressure, like you don't have high blood pressure, or whatever. No, I'm not fat. I don't know. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I do need a cane. Like, does that help? Anyways, I just thought it was an interesting conversation which I had, in the sense of I could tell in the voice, and then the way the questionnaire went, it's like you're actually kind of good to go. Like, you need apparently you need a higher dosage of if I say this word right, anesthesia, the drug that you need to put you under. You need more. It all depends on body mass and all that kind of stuff. And I apparently, well, I'll find out. By the way, I'll find out in 2 days. I'll find out. I actually have to go back for a physically physical to get me up to snuff. They were taking my blood and all that kind of stuff. But up until now, like like they did get their they're waiting on my doctor's my medical charts from my doctor. And apparently I'm not only am I good to go, because it's obviously happening in 3 days, but I'm actually, although I'm very anxious about it, I'm actually, now that I've had this conversation, which actually made me very anxious in this aspect. I did have a ride, I have rides set up for to and fro. It's in Mississauga, about an hour away. And I do have rides set up, but they're ride services. You know what I mean? And she said, that's all fine up until the operation. To the operation, you can have a, nice, huh? You can have a service, but you need to be picked up by family. And I'm like, Why? Like, what difference does it make? Well, what if there's complications? Well, what if there is complications? Like, the driver, I can tap him on the shoulder and go, "Yikes! Can you find the nearest hospital?" I don't know. Like, I mean, really? Like, no. She almost made it sound, for what it's worth, she almost made it sound like without a family designate for the return from the surgery, that maybe the surgery, that's what she made it sound. Maybe the surgery wasn't going to take place, of which, no offense, hopefully she doesn't watch YouTube, but I'd lie. I mean, oh yeah, sure, he's family, no problem. Anyways, that part, the recovery part, is what's making me a little bit. Well, obviously the operation itself, which is kind of. Listen, when they're cutting into your eyeball and suturing what they've done and stretching out and readjusting muscles behind the eye, it is rather, how you say, anxiety inducing, at least from my perspective. That said, I really am comforted in a way, knowing that thin privilege has its upside. Like, I feel very confident that I will be able to survive. You know what I mean? I'm not going to die. I didn't expect that I would die. I just don't expect to die on the table. But you know what? If I actually was obese, that's actually a possibility. That is not part of my condition. It's not part, I don't have to consider that with where I am with this whole event. Anyways, much to my surprise, I'm in better spirits today than I was yesterday, because I actually thought about, wait a minute, the phone call, I was concentrating too much on needing the family for post-surgery, family member to drive me home and all that. I wasn't thinking about the fact of how impressed, if that's a proper word for it, but how surprised she was that I don't have other ailments besides the physical condition which I am with a spinal cord injury, which, I don't know. You take little victories where you find them. And that, I found that to be a thumbs up for me. Anyways, I will finish this off now. I just wanted to shoot this out. I'm not really too sure. I definitely will be over the next day, at least. For Sunday, I should be able to do a video essay. I'm hoping to be able to take my camera with me on Monday to document enough of it. Apparently I can't for the actual day of the operation, but I might do a pre and post touch base. Yes, I want it documented, because what the hell, it is a major event. After 48, excuse me, that'd be nice. After 58 years living with a BMI, to think that in 4 days, not 3 days operation, but in 4 days, I will all of a sudden have binocular vision. So, wish me luck, and I will definitely keep you posted, and I'll let you guys know how it's going. Anyways, I'm signing off now, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.